All right, all right. Good evening. Welcome to the program. Of course, we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Today we don't come back. Oh, we don't come back. Today it look like say the university we carry it another specialist, another lecturer. We go can actually book down, make them for we to small ask them for let we able to understand waiting actually they go on right now in the country with regards the constitutional review. Good evening. This type program when we are on YouTube and on Facebook.
Right, family members, them, the same guys now the same place. We don't come back. Not only Libanese, you know, not to Papa, you know, a big, I know, uncles. Anyway, family members, they want to cushion cover this. Now we always bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly way they happen inside the country. And we as well tell us since where the IMP Sakibo cats them come. Now them put back talk for we, and we say we not the left fine give them how them put back talk for we. Now so we ready for talk behind them and bring other people where they can help with them talk here and I make una see different face them now for can help we for talk. Saiwo official one tire with the car with reinforcement for cam reinforce so then they able for back way up so we know they able to tire. So if you just join we, hit the like button, share the program. Now then tell them what you they do, where they make we feel say you appreciate we effort, we time, and everything what they bring on the table for make you understand how they go to go.
All right, of course. Today we get somebody we will consider for be, the people them way now being the gatekeeper for the law inside the country. Well, till now in a very senior. I repeat, so I insist on the word senior lawyer inside the country, and same way so na politician. Imagine a two in one double dose. Now a politician, now a lawyer. Well, we dey talk about the law business. I mean, the thing we dey now in the country, but we no go. We not talk about the reason we make it go inside the politics. It's not possible. Law not talk about that. Day. But before we go that one day go be for today. Go be like Q&A as you did na lecture room where you don't get better lecture. We think happen next. You dey ask question to a lecturer. Lecturer na this. They can explain to you certain things. When we go college, eh? So today in the can lecture, we just dey ask few questions them, and at the end of the day, you self go join we for ask them questions then they inside the program. So no go no sayo, no go no sayo. If you go, you don't miss. As you pull foot, you don't miss because the thing where you go miss, I'm afraid. Pass them to go and draw you yes and say, yeah, say waiting. First start on the general and minister of justice. The two we talk about that thing, they make her understand fine one. So what thing we they do today, we actually they take off the political hat, and put up the national gear for let we able to understand something. Because some of the thing that we can cause problem, now we don't understand. And the minute where we fail for understand, the information they all way we they take along. Na disastrous. Now that one way, pastor they say Subhanallah, hey, Allah Akbar. Or but now the Christians say, Jesus Christ. And we want for avoid that kind of thing there. We just want forget that kind of thing we go say, true talk inside this program today. So now whether this thing na political something or whether na thing this way go say, now for we nation. Now for we nation, which one will you feel? And also you already get your own idea about the whole thing. That is why we say the constitutional review or political re-engineering. That is to say, when they say re-engineering, now when they don't make something, and then you see say the fitter come back, it can touch something. The way they can say fidgeta. So then the fidgetam for sake of political interest, or then they actually do am for let it be say this now for let we say wow saloon their laws there so they're really good for our country. So today like I say we can't get what we consider for be legal truth check. Legal truth check. Take note, legal truth check. And the reason why make I say we dey bring come the former Attorney General and Minister of Justice. I not say APC flag bearer aspirant to I say Attorney General because legal truth check. And they can't take where they can say the mokso, the small side them, it can go all na the rough edges them. Let we not confuse ourselves again. Yeah. So if that be the case, family members them, do ya only we welcome na the platform the former Attorney General and Minister of Justice, we na Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara. Good evening and welcome to Weird.
Very good evening. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for where you join me inside the program today. We appreciate your time. All right, so I want we start the ball like this. All waiting we hear, all waiting we they see, all waiting we they talk about right now. Now just a constitutional reform they happen, they want for changing constitution. They want for make the president get this. They want for do this PX system, this and that. All of them things and they. So if we can start and say The constitutional review, what is it about? For let the average man understand that.
Well, thank you. The Constitution and the booklet, they no rights, fundamentals, don't all don't agree. All don't agree that they lawyers that they reform the basic law of the country. With all other laws derived from the Constitution. And historically, in the Salon, I can go back not too far behind, in 1971, we get into the called the Republican Constitution. Other constitution in Ocean says Salon could be Republican. Then after the 1971 Constitution, we get the 1978 Constitution, we now one party constitution. Remember that was on our presidency. We moved from there. After 1978, we get the 1991 Constitution. The 1991 Constitution I usher multi-party elections, meaning now we get different parties. They move away from the one party to the multi-party elections. Now they see all this, say, that gradual process. Constitution not just the change. America, with all the number of years where they don't do 250 years, they only get 25 amendments, meaning at 25 times they don't really tackle the constitution. So after the one party constitution, we get the 1991 constitution without extra. What you can say, before you change constitution, there has to be widespread consultation. Because the people and document, and the people have agree, and the people have understand what you want change. And when you get the constitution, certain law and reading will not interfere with, except you consult the people. And that they call exchange clauses. And when you want change the one to them, they get special procedure in the parliament. So whenever you say you want change constitution or you want review constitution, you inform the people. So this basic law, we on government want review, want look into it. When we set in governance under President Koma, we set up Justice Kawan Constitutional Review Committee. Review the constitution, the same 1991 constitution. It comes with recommendations. And we count the recommendation, we look into them as a government. We examine the recommendations. We accept what we get to accept. And make we set your responses to a lot of others. And what do we say to that recommendations of Justice Kawan? The honest by Koma government say, most of the things the way they want to change, not to think the way for the inside the constitution. Because constitution need to put it where every other day you go back to go change it, go back to go change it. They only did this until they test the generation. We did it 20, 30, 40 years. So the EDK government say, most of which will change is on environment, on this, on that, on mining, on a law put under separate legislation. They will not touch the constitution. There are areas where we suggest yes, we need to touch the constitution. For example, citizenship. They will not clearly deal with citizenship inside the constitution. For tell me whether they're a citizen of Sierra Leone, or whether we want to get a class citizenship law. Like some other countries, they say this is a first-class citizen, this is a second-class citizen, this is a third-class citizen. We not examine that. So we say, let me look into that one to get clarity on that one. Then another area we under the EDK government, which we say we need to look for the constitution, and waiting they call supreme executive authority. Meaning, under the 1991 constitution, we see government give full power to the president. They call them supreme executive authority under section 40. We say law review. So if we get to change the 1991 constitution, we need to move from a president-centered constitution to a people-centered constitution. But by the time the current review commission they done, we were caught up in time, election on Canada doorstep. And there was a lot of clamoring for us to focus on the Constitution. So we're not able to go beyond the white paper. We switch energies and attention to the elections, conduct the most peaceful elections ever in the country, and a new government coming. When President Madabio said the government coming, they said they review the constitution, they want to see what they will take after from Justice Kawan in review. We are now 7 years into that process. We don't believe they get enough public consultation. So most of the theory they put in the amendment, the public don't know much about it. Even though they say civil society meaning this, that meaning, well, you cannot compare to what Justice Kawan did. But we left all that. Now they don't show me a constitutional amendment bill. They say they want to change parts of the constitution. Now, whose parts is this way they want to change the constitution? Plenty. Critical things the way they want to change. When the public know, they know. Waiting in them, waiting in them. From we will review the amendment bill. As the see say, waiting women they fight for change the 1991 constitution, for move away from the powers of the president, or take the power back to the people. Not to that this amendment bill. In fact, this amendment bill is just a further entrench power to the president. It will give the president fresh powers. Now, for example, the two big institutions in any democracy in the world are the Electoral Commission and the Political Parties Regulation Commission. Now, this new amendment, they talk say before you appoint people in their offices, and then you get to get a search and nomination committee. But this search and nomination committee, now that they are appointed, will give the power back to the president. So we say, all right, we are
Okay,
not making progress.
before we come to that one day, I just want to be take half. One thing we I want for know, where our with family know, you don't already tell me about Justice Kawan constitutional review. We as a journalist them tending being big parts, working for BBC Media Action, where they go all over the country in a town hall format, allow people and forgive them voice them on land, on women issues, on rights, and plenty other things them where we've been dedicated we say for support government, then thing and they for let people understand what they happen. And apart from that, the review committee as well, we headed by Justice Kawan B as well. They do a lot of outreach with Mohammed Faik Agbodentin and I can remember very well. But waiting I want for no. Because I remember say when this government take over, then say this constitution where the APC government no agree for touch, then they come and make sure say the people get them. And then tell we say the reason we make una not pass that one day, now the fact say una waiting the people and present to una not being they in una favor, in una interest. Now make una just put on a shelf for the dust full up there. Well then they can take them up. So that constitutional review day, what una do? Una been do white paper in the first place?
Yes, we do white paper. We review them, examine all the recommendations. We do white paper, and in the white paper, out of over 100, I think about 154 recommendations. We look each and every recommendation. And in the white paper, they say, yes, we agree with this, we accept it. You say, we don't agree with this, we don't accept it. And we give reason why it's not accepted. Most of the reasons in the white paper, the one the whole world will accept. You say they don't need for this in the constitution of Brazil. You say they put it by law for themselves. So that you don't really change it.
Okay.
But we did the white paper. We complete it.
So the question again, as a follow-up with that white paper, that thing when I put the recommendation, when I left, now una see this government they go with so now when I left all of them things there.
So the white paper we left, they tell you say they look into it. They will not see that it's like this constitutional amendment. And they also tell you say when they review Justice Kawan. insert your recommendations. And limited things of justice. The majority of the things that we did at Justice Cowan in White Paper, the recommendations, we not see nothing.
Okay.
Waiting and not tell we. They say this is just the beginning. But now say, hey, that's where they can begin. That's the example. They say they give women then 30% quota. Yeah, enough. Good. But more important thing than when we talk about for women then, inside the Justice Cowan review. For example, the discrimination against women. The 1991 Constitution give a leeway for allow permissively for discriminate against women. That is far more important than the 30%. So I call that the tokenism, meaning you just give human a small, then they allow say, oh yes, now we're going to 30%. But the most important thing for discriminate against them, the government shine on that. So then they tell me one thing and then they do another thing. That is why they say there is some miscue, whether it's deliberate or intentional. We'll get to that point before the end of the conversation.
And one other thing where we hear as the discussion they go on, now the fact say, oh, this constitution they actually focus on waiting the TRC report say and waiting the Lome Peace Accord say. You now lawyer we don't work for long time, don't handle government documents and all. Take me through this. Now, really waiting the Lome Peace Accord, when that agreement will be go sign for say the war for come to an end, and the TRC report, when I then tell the way all man don't can talk, we find out say okay, now then they cause the war. Let we prevent a not happen again. Let we make some of them things say a law. Really, now in this, now this kind of law, then documented the left for we.
We need to ask you, because remember the Lome Peace Accord is a very complex document where they talk about consolidation of peace. These amendments are more about elections. Most of them, 80% is about elections. And when you look at waiting and they talk about elections, they're waiting just to favor the government as against the others. So it is far away from the Lome Peace Accord. And after the Lome Peace Accord, if you want, with President Kabaka, the gist of what President Kabaka tried to do was peace consolidation. So all the work people Kabaka will do are to consolidate the peace. And even when President Kabaka, he had the remnants and residue of peace consolidation. But by the time he finished his second term, we gradually don't move from peace consolidation to development. That is why we have a then agenda for change and then the agenda for prosperity. We're talking about the Lome Peace Accord and peace consolidation. This constitution is very divisive, this amendment. It talk about constitutional things which concern elections. And if you look deeply into them, the major beneficiary of all the changes there are the government, the willing government. And that will be an example. Where the ruling government, they talk now, say they want a PR system, with a proportional representation. They're not giving clear position enough. We don't even have a threshold. Now the first thing this may they see in a constitution, then they say, okay, we'll wait. We will tell them how to go about this the next step. A constitution has to be final. It has to be certain. All we do need, it will be clear that the constitution. Otherwise, all the talk will go to court for letting courts to explain the constitution. And the most important thing in all of this, not to the black and white who go in the paper, but the one you get to interpret the constitution and then get to give it with you. So whether we put this in a paper or not, that the integrity test of the judges will get for the go people for interpret the constitution. And the constitution then the uncertain, it loose. We don't have the judges there. And it shouldn't be like that. And when you look back at it and the top of the peer, they say this time around, they want to change the 55% during elections. Now remember saying first time for presidential elections, at 55%. Would I get 55 and above? It's unprecedented. If you don't get 55%, you're good to run off. Now what did then they say? They say simple majority. You don't need 55. It could be any number. Would that count first? then you can second. But they're not happy. They say you forget 20% in each 2/3 of the district. 2/3 of the district. So you will see 2/3 of the district are telling you can't about 11. You forget 20%. But if there is, what if Jeff get 58%? Who all believes it? If you don't win, you don't win. According under the 1991 Constitution, we know the go run up. But in this new proposal, if even Jeff get 58%, but enable get 20% in 2/3 of the district, 11 of the district, will they go run up? Now why create that chaos? So these are all issues we're not clear, when they lead to problems. That make us say, contrary to what the lawmakers are going to say, and all the peace consolidation dividends will not move forward.
All right, continue for the way to inside the program this evening time. And him na Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara. Okay, we dey see or
Okay, they get
hear some things them, so we want for check that up quickly.
so they get
You dey get me?
yeah, me to get you to get me.
Yeah. You dey get me
Okay.
clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so let ask you where to watch right now. I dey see una dey talk about sound. So tell me if my own voice loud, then your own voice no loud, then we know waiting for the instant. So tell me please, if na your own voice no be loud, and if me own loud, please, because this one too sensitive for let we know get them loud. So tell me please.
Not your own voice. Yeah. Not your own
Okay,
voice.
so well we will come check on something. It's okay now. That
Your own voice.
okay, so na your own voice, na not loud.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we can do quick. Both is okay. All too loud. Okay, so now, any way the way you keep for touch the microphone, Mr. Kamara.
Yes, I don't increase them to the highest volume, and
Okay,
I get to
so-
speak away.
So how italic now for your own voice? How italic now? Will they make one more shot and let me see how italic now? You know, let ask you this question, and I go say this one. I don't know if na bias question or na because myself be done day inside for work, as a citizen for give we own. You feel regret that una not pass this constitution where we been spend over $2 million for review?
Well, if you look up from a monetary point of view,
Mhm.
you will see yes, that monies were, I wouldn't say wasted because the efforts were, quite worth it. And the records are still there. We could use those records for enhance, like even now. So I wouldn't say it's money wasted. And in terms of regret, I'm not going to say so, but I would say sometimes you feel despair that if we may not do some of them things here, they will still come back and change it. But it will not be for me that easy. But what we did there, we believe that a constitution should not be partisan. It not will be for the party, it will be for the generations. So that make we feel say we therefore go and power. So not to say that let we elect or this or that. No. We not believe say we have to do it at all costs. And so when the elections come, it's okay, the next government will continue with that. And hopefully we had better expectations. But what you can see after 7 years, these pick and choose when they don't present to we in a bill, it's disappointing.
So, Mr. Kamara, you just tell we say this constitution is all about the election to waiting on a see. Make them clear for we people them. It means say they want for put things them now the constitution where they make them able for get the election the same way how they be get them.
Yes. When they say, I mean, a few examples say the PR system. They say now you forget 2/3, 20% in 2/3 of the district. Now you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get now like 14 districts. I'll make that simple. If you look at the geographic positioning of the 14 districts, APC gets about 7, SLPP gets about 7. But when you look at the historics of voting patterns, you will see, say, while APC they get 7% at Cairo, sometimes 6% at Kenema, or maybe in other areas of Pujo, where they allow we for go inside for go campaign, they allow we people for vote, we get very low percentages. But when you come to the SLPP performance in the north, our people are liberal enough. We allow them for campaign, we allow the people for vote. You see SLPP they get percentages of 35, with local or 33, then they get percentages of like 25, 28 at Tonkolili. Even Bombali they can get them 13 or 17%. Now what does that inform you? They know say if you come for the 20%, it go easy for them to get the 2 votes. Because when it comes to their areas, they're not going to allow you for good campaign, they're not going to allow you for go vote. You don't remember what happened in 2023. We don't able to go Pujon, we don't able to go Kailau, then block. They refuse to allow even. We pull in agents, then fix them, shoot them off. So where are we? So if then they bring Kamara now, where if even you get the majority, because we believe say we APC na the majority party, na the largest party, na the party where the people elect. So if even we get 58%, 60%, we still not win. Because they say now we get 2/3 majority. But not happening. They were add Bandajuma and Panguma 2 more districts. Were exclusively na the youth. When a small number of people did it. So they would likely to get 98% votes from those 2 additional districts. And they put APC and other parties in to huge disadvantage. Now, I'll give you the other example. Now, then Gladys said they don't introduce independent candidates. We Gladys, fine. We say for let the open again. But you know what they do? If you watch the historic pattern, most independent candidates have always been a breakaway from the APC. Remember Timu Bangura, remember Kaifa Smart. Most of the independent candidates are really come up, go from what's independent, we break away from the APC. So when they introduce this clause, the expectation is that APC will get a breakaway. People will come out from APC and go independent and weaken the APC central base. And then we'll get an advantage for continuing in the outside the day. Then we don't forget. So when the government is in power now, then they're in power now. It's not likely easy for them to get a breakaway. Because everybody is hopeful, everybody wants the opportunity to be with the government. So the likelihood of a breakaway, the likelihood of an independent candidate will be come out from APC. So strategically, this independence still they push for that will undermine the strength of APC.
So, with all of them things here, so what una they do? What una go do for make sure say they not get away with this? Very much important for let people know this now.
Well, to start off, the question is talk to the public, let them understand the danger they really want to break down. So while you look at the feel say as safe amendments, they get mischievous intentions. I can respect for the Attorney General. Very good relationship. Respect for some of them in governance. But we look deeper for these things and try to look and represent generations. Let us stop from being statement. We just want representative party. When you're dealing with the constitution, you have to serve the best interests of the public. And what will they do? Like how we talk to, they will get for talk to with members of parliament. That they have to resist this type of bill. They have to challenge this type of bill and force this government to go to referendum. That is, let them consult with the people Let the people know about what's inside this bill, what they want change. Let the people decide. Remember when I start, I said the constitution should be people-centered. Now we people have to decide the type of electoral system what they want. If you recall, there was a meeting at Bitumano who said they go talk about the PR system, whether one PR system or first past the post, that is immediate plus one. The majority of participants, they say they know one PR system. So if the outcome of that conference, 57.9 as we're told, no want the PR system, why is the government shoving it upon us? And if you have the PR system, it don't create a wide gap between the members of parliament and the people, because they were chosen from a list. The connection not like fostered. So we are suffering now. Even some areas and then now they don't even get members of parliament who represent them. So we look, say, parliament, then get power. They're able to stand for this. Force the government to come back to the people and let us deal with these matters.
I'm pretty
And that is what
sure you dey inside the country, you dey study wetin dey happen inside parliament. You know, when it comes to the census, last election, we come to the PR system, last election, you come to the auditor general in case this election, you dey see. Let we be this one, speak outside the APC and speak like Salon person. You really get confidence, say, this parliament, where we dey see so right now, no go just get this thing away. I mean, just go on and pass them and then do it in the one for do. Taking into consideration a few things. Then one, the number of opposition people, and then the game, I repeat, the game where we see happen under the Auditor General in your removal. Na been 2/3 majority. First, some member of parliament then go retreat, okay, fair enough. But other one then we left, way for be still make it difficult for the government. 7 of the opposition, una young member of parliament, vote against in favor of the government, position. You think, say, this one work out? The reason why they count all of this, I just want for you to take one mondo. You think, say, work out, they settle this problem? You think, say, then we're able to resist this thing? Because this, now waiting the government want.
Wow. Tough one. But I could tell you, say, from the experience we don't get and the recent past, they're not very comfort. Not very comfort. People are afraid, people are concerned. That is this let my government and the members of parliament their hand. People don't know what will get for happen. Eventually there are teleplays in place. Some men just let them go patrol. The other may vote against, then your party will put them aside. We would like to expect some similarity or similar conduct. So there is a concern, I would say. I share that concern. Now what do? The members of parliament, not to forget, say, they have a prerogative. And the right to vote to side one vote. In other countries, you're able to exert control over your members of parliament as a party. You will direct them, see, this issue is so critical for us or the nation, and we have to vote in one particular way. That is what we expect to happen in this instance. But are we confident behind that? Me as a senior, I'm optimistic. I don't have a choice. But the majority of the people, I believe, may not share the optimism that I have. So that is why we have a duty as a government, even as opposition. We have a duty to let our people know, and the government must encourage the people to participate. Because when you make law like for constitution, like they put in the sea, they will dig 2 graves. But one day you say within opposition. And if you're not careful, That law will dictate for personal, you post to that. Once you know what you feel very arrogant in power, I call them the arrogance of power. When you in power, you start thinking, I will never leave power. Nobody no go pull me out. I go continue for there until you begin play with the law or fix how you want, thinking say you no go one left. But you go left. Because the people will get you off when the time comes. And the very law you pass, will you be feel say that for the other man that you force to go bet. And then we talk. We have a duty and then talk as APC politician. And they talk as a lawyer, a human rights activist. They say this time around, when I don't sit down, the way they want pass this law, you don't find for me. You don't find for me. And if you watch back, then jumble all the essential clauses with the ordinary amendments or Russian through parliament. Should not be.
And why entrench clause then they now clause the way require referendum, require the people and voice into the constitution.
Yes.
Like which one then so?
Section 85, Section 87, the one where you talk about membership of parliament, the number of members of parliament, all of them are citizenship, the one where they talk about who is qualified to be a member of parliament, the one where they talk about qualification of president, the one where they talk about the very threshold. Now, what did they do? Then they come under a section, then change them. But the real effect of that, it directly affects an entrenched clause. Section 38, for example, the same way they talk say they give power to the electoral commissioner. Yes, for inform parliament on the number of members of parliament. Now, electoral commission, they can't go tell me the number of members of parliament. No, there's a provision already in the Constitution where they tamper with that one, which is Section 74 2B. It's an entrenched clause. But no one touched that one day because in an entrenched clause, you need 2/3 at the second reading, you need 2/3 at the third reading.
You don't want to go voting of member of parliament. So members this vote now they determine whether we go to a referendum or not.
Yes. Yes. And that's interesting. If you watch our parliament in London, the last time they are all disappointed when they talk say who side the law say 2/3 of the members of parliament, not every member of parliament, the whole house. Because when they use the word THEB, the indefinite article, it talks of the whole. But what did they do? They said of those present. That is wrong. And in law, the very constitution, like for example in section 95, when the law wants to say members present, it put an day. In section 95, they tell you 2/3 of members present.
Quick. This one, I think what you talk very sensitive, so much that we save one for day on a very, safe zone. So, by any way, citizen, una, we practice law. We get the power for take parliament to court.
No, we're not going to take parliament. But the court
apart from the fact that they want to voice, what we as citizens for do? Because now it left now the parliamentarians the hand for let them decide whether they want to for participate during the referendum according to you to the 2/3 majority vote in the first reading and in the second reading. And we all see, I always they use the reason why they use Auditor General in case because we get the minority leader now, opposition leader the other day before the passing or the voting for the Auditor General, and it gives the Salon people that confidence, and then Salon people become heartbroken when they see 7 members of their own party votes against the people of Salon. So now it all left now say the government and determine whether referendum will go to the people or not because they get majority. So who side the people lead on in all of this?
Yeah. The question we ask about what can the people do? Yes, citizens can come to court and say Parliament acted beyond its powers. That is if there's a case. It will be very difficult for this kind of instance. But for them to succeed in that kind of application, it's very difficult. You get what you call local standard in law. You get for sure that you specific and particular interest and standing in the case that you as an individual you are affected more than any other person else. So it's a high bar for cross for sure say Parliament acted beyond the powers conferred upon them. Those are the circumstances between which not to Parliament will be taken to court. Hmm? And the law wey they pass, like you see, they don't even get power for pass. So that is the limited circumstances that you can get judicial intervention in parliamentary proceedings. But beyond that, what can the people do? We can call on our MPs. We can raise our voices. Yes. Tell them that we don't want this electoral system. We are comfortable with what was there before. Because if you look at the 1991 Constitution, has sustained us for over 2 decades, over 20 years. It don't work fine for we. It may not be perfect. So let us look at the areas of imperfection. And if you watch what they do, even in this constitutional amendment, they're bringing issues of electoral reform to the end. But the key things that will affect the 2023 election, they don't deal with that. For example, for say next elections will be when you say publication of results, gazetted, it must be polling station by polling station. Disaggregated result. Remember, say that was the problem, right? Take today, we not get the disaggregated results of the 2023 elections. Why? Because according to Cornell Electoral Commission, then it say non published, it don't meet the test. So let us be very clear now on the Constitution. So when you talk of publication in the Gazette, it has to be polling station by polling station, disaggregated results. That is how you can challenge. Well, not happening. Now they're saying that 3 days before file petition. I don't be law for 36 years. Who say you go file petition inside 3 days? Who say they get an evidence? If now you complain of fraud, you need the RRF forms. You need witnesses. You can find the evidence. You can investigate the evidence. You can verify the evidence. 3 days? They tell you they don't want to. Can they tell you that they don't want to torture? But they went back beyond that because you see, then they go and set trap there on the way. If you be able to file inside 3 days, then tell me back say the Supreme Court will make a determination in 14 days. I they settle petition case, presidential election case in 14 days. On average, petitions in Sierra Leone na 4-5 years in the thing. No agree say we want push and quick, we want make sure something up. For 14 days, except dem tell you say they don't write alone. Before you can afford, they don't write the judgment. That is the only thing you will see a judgment out in 14 days. So all of this tells you one thing, that there is suspicion of the process. And we are not comfortable with it. So let us come back to the drawing board as a nation. As I say, I know you talk here as APC flag bearer, and you talk about an experienced person in the legal process and having participated in this process for the last 20 years. Let us go back to the drawing. Let us do further and deepen consultations and let us know what our people want. Members of parliament across the board, this is just not about APC SLPP. This is about you tomorrow. Yes. Forget about red and green. Put on your green, white, and blue. This is for the test of posterity. Let us do what is right for our people and as a nation.
The program we watch right now we had on YouTube and on Facebook, and I think if I for say one of the program we go give me sleepless nights now this program today, than at the others thing, I feel sad about the country. I dey even feel like for say somebody don't dig hole before himself, he put matter. They don't forget say the old lady. Tomorrow they come for them inside there. It's sad for we can't. The reason we make I introduce the we guest as I not say yes, not politician, but the reason we make I introduce her as former attorney general. Now for lay I take up that kind feelings for the country and see what we can do. But from what we dey see, I go repeat and I stick behind this. The last time some of una been tell we say una trust the member of parliament. No, una not trust them, and I say I trust them. But at this particular point, I want for say I don't know waiting for believe anymore. Because as we stay down so right now, allegation they now grown against member them of parliament where we go spend time discourse and call the let them can answer to una. Say they don't put money where they don't give to some of them. And if that's not the case, if this team pass, I not get up again, I not get up. Because if this pass, then election not day 2028. And also you go to wonder waiting I mean. Because by that time day, not to Kone, I call him Sylvester, I call this the other day Edmond Alpha or whatever Alpha. They don't tell we plain one way can. The first way tell we to IRN, Independent Radio Network. He say the 2028 election go be like the 2023 election. Well, me want for add on top say it go worst past the 2023 election with this law pass. La rest small bit, la call me system off because I'm not sure I want for them in that mood day today. But it's sad. It's really sorrowful. It's really sorrowful for we country. At time by boy, please not kind say.
All right, by the way, that just ask Mr. Kamara a few questions. So,
Go ahead,
Mr.
Alpha.
Kamara, today we see I see a letter posted on now Honorable AKK in status where they talk about where they call for people then for sending to ask for stakeholders for send in
Then position paper.
position paper.
Mm-hmm.
Position paper. I want to ask what's not the importance of a position paper at this time, knowing fully well that this bill was drawn from a particular process, a particular document when we don't go through this kind of detailed consultation process. And at this particular point in time, even the shorter process will be happen before the kind of parliament, especially we get to do with the PR system and everything, wherein the PR system was outrightly rejected by majority of the people who participate in all of the processes that they still put on that document in the bank. And what is the use of this position paper now? How will that help?
Well,
How that will be?
it's quite helpful if they will use it. But it is never late. It's never late for a position paper. Every parliament does it. Because we document come before parliament, if parliament will look at it with fresh eyes. They don't want to know what you don't do before. They have an opportunity to look at it with fresh eyes, deal with it the way they want. So if they want to read fresh information or evidence concerning the matters, they call for position paper. It's fine. Let one contribute. Let history have us on record that we objected to these things. So when my children or my students tomorrow or any other time will look, they know, see, this was the position of the APC. This was the position of JFK. This was the position of Mr. X. We will send in our position papers. But one time, let them look at them and let them weigh them and let them apply and use them. Because otherwise, they'll just shut them. We hope not. Because what the people are concerned about is that now we know all them here. Nobody know me know nothing about them before, except who we can talk about them.
Continue for the week. If I will anything there, I'll continue with the rest of the program. This is the program where now we are on YouTube and on Facebook.
Osenge, you mentioned some TV. There's one coming quick.
Okay, please go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes. You talk about the timing of parliament. By this bill, the election will be in 2028. They already don't give a safe extension. By this bill, this constitutional amendment bill, they can extend their life to 12 more months when they take we to 2029. 2029. And get power to do that under this new bill. And what are they
And the
saying?
first thing,
Go ahead.
go ahead, sir, go ahead, continue. Continue.
Yeah, I
In other
think so. What
words,
are
the
they saying?
possibility for let we
Yeah.
get 2028 election is slim.
No,
So
no,
let
not with
ask
this as it is.
let ask something. Now we dey see two things they go together. Now the constitutional review, all man don't pay attention, and we don't left the census, the cartographic mapping, we're very much important again in the electioneering process. So it look like deliberate something because Saloma not able to take two things together. And Saloma not they go, we can just ala la 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 la, and then we forget about something, it go away. Look at them two things there. This one, you just to tell we say possibility they for let they extend the parliament time in lifespan to 1 more year. We mean say automatically 2028 election no day. And then the census day, where then they do cartographic mapping. And if then do this census 2026 ending, of course the data by law, they're not for use and for the election. Automatically don't give the PR system, the edge like 2023. Take me through then two step, then post very much important process there. So and waiting the law say.
Yeah, we dey watch this census, and there's a school of thought we say this quick rush of this constitutional bill are for divert attention from the census process.
Mhm.
Because if you recall, the last census, we not watch them, but waiting I mean the result. They tell me say the population at Kenema it pass one and we talk. When I recall that census, they
Very
say the
correct.
population at Kenema.
Mhm.
Then they say people in more back than Pito pass Kenema. But Kenema then be born more pass than Pito. Up to date, we'll never forget that type of report. The danger with that report calls for it. And the people that were responsible for that report, they still in at this point in the past open law. They mislead me the way they mislead me, and nobody's asking a question. But I'll ask them one day. Because there has to be accountability in this country. You serve the people the right, you get promotion one day, you'll be asked a question about what did you do and why did you do it. So whether it's a distraction or not, you're right. If you do the cartographic mapping, we should be sensitive towards it. Because they want to use this census and it get meaning. Because if you do a PR, you don't get constituencies anymore, like district block system.
Mhm.
And by population quota. And what they inform the population quota, now by the number of people then.
Mhm.
When they say they by households.
Mhm.
And at the number of people tell you how much people they have a households. Now what do they hear from we yesterday the grown? So when they go to other side, they need to register pass after 10 people. They say under 10 people.
Mhm.
I like that they also say get 30. No, then we used to also we get 30, 40 people. They say that 10 more than they register, they say that 10 people in there. We did have those complaints. It shouldn't just me in politics. They are close to the ground. People talk to me. They feel say you perform miracles. Well, we are hearing this, and the party is taking action. We get a census committee that has been headed by Balogu Kuruma, Logos, and it will keep me updated regularly. We have serious concern about the process already, and we monitor the one. But yes, it is critical. And even now the new bill, then they talk about that.
Mm.
Yes. The new section, I think that's 7 or so.
Mm.
Yeah. We talk say if the data we then get from the most recent census no work, then they go now to the same census we then go use the one we then do 10 years back. So by 2028, 10 years back, not to this corrupt census report to go use.
Mm.
This very corrupt census result, then they compel me for use. And all the inside this bill. I said that guy, they really sit down. All the one bill over with so. They don't win the election.
and not go pass.
They don't win election.
Gerald,
Sorry,
based
but
on
like,
this way, you dey talk so say they want build ball now una aid. Una na the
Go
main
by.
opposition. Una na the main opposition where people they look up to. With all which you don't explain so we surround this constitution, even as for extend the election, waiting whose hope una wants forget the people of Mama Salon.
Well, firstly, the awareness creation, which is a function of a political party. To bring awareness of people that see this a danger zone. It is not good. When we don't create that awareness, then the people that know what they need to do. The people that say get avenues for challenge the system, such as you meet with the members of parliament. Una advocate for the change they want to need. Una say now what you do so. Una use una platforms, una media platform, sensitize the general public. What is wrong and what is good. Una they say in entirety the bill battle. Una the mischief will lock inside it. And as a position, it will reach a stage where people will talk the lawyer. There's certain other instruments of mechanisms what we use. Like I remember you mentioned like a workout. I'm not going to recommend them at this stage, but if that is what has to be done, it will be done. If it is not a workout, if it has to be like a sit-down strike for draw government attention with, the position has the power to call for that. That is what an opposition government is.
whose government? The government where they go for this? Now your attention and the call?
Yes, what are the type of sayings? We have a duty as citizens. If we talk, say, look, members of parliament, this is it, it's dangerous for we. Government, we write position papers. We are trying to draw the attention that what you're doing is not right. So the political organs, such as the party, they have their functions. They could rely on their support and say, this is what we have to do. But at the type of manner the conversation, so I don't sound political because I want to make the message come from a professional point of view. So bear with me if I fall short from getting political. At the time to look at the legal mechanics.
But at some
And
point,
guide
they
the
get for go down to politics. And let bring you side the politics day. We talk about the referendum where we're not even sure if referendum gets for happen. Because then they say you get for need the number for the referendum. And then the trust of member of parliament then they again na a very thin line. So the question I go ask you, let's say we're able to manage for go down to referendum. This automatically return APC versus SLPP. Because we get for see the government, they take government resources, go all over, begin tell people them for vote within they in their own interest, just like any politics. So how we go prevent that one day, even when the government take that advantage day, but people for able get the idea say, oh, the government now this they want, but this ain't good for the country. Taking into consideration, it look like say we not get even get better money safe now on a party right now.
well, not let the money will get to all of it. Because
Okay.
that is when we think we are solvent now for executing.
Mhm.
Well, you're quite right when you talk about the referendum,
Mhm.
whether we will get referendum or not. We don't get assurances from the government. On Sunday, the Attorney General, we all go in the same church. We were together. We discussed this issue. The assurances of the referendum. But if there's a referendum, now we are inside the government, they say they don't get money for referendum. It will cost about $75 million. If you just quote figure, it depends on how they want to work. Now then they tell me say the money not there. It tells you that the goodwill is not there. The next one, if they say they want to do referendum, they want to put all things inside one basket. They say the people, yes or no, new constitution or no new constitution. Danger. Because when they say new constitution, like all this one they talk to them, all all inside one basket. Now yes or no. You go vote yes, SLPP. No, APC. Like I said, yeah, but reduce to that. They put all the government resources into it. Push for the yes vote. And why do you do it that way? When you jumble everything, wrote down inside one document, they say that the new constitution is no call yes. The matter be constitution. Now once, una mark say yes. Una no matter the constitution, una say no. Who that they do the counting? Not to this same neck, this same National Electoral Commission, where Ronaldo don't tell me see nothing over for change. How 2023 be, that's what 2020 be. Now they say people and the same composition, and they come back and they can't come to the referendum. What assurances do we have? What assurances do we have? So we have to sit up as a people. That this time around, we want what is good for our people. And we intend to stand by that. Because nobody will push us to the brink. Remember what in Kamara? The brink of war. Nobody should push the state to that. Because don't take the people for granted. Let's say, for example, if they come to referendum, it no matter how they call them. More people and go vote. And so no one's this constitution. When the report that they can give it, later they say, we people and vote see they want that. What will risk will it take so sorry? Big risk. What will happen? How will the people react? So we have to be very careful. So I am saying that at this time around, every Sierra Leonean with a good conscience should take it as a duty to look closely at this issue, learn about it, know what it means, how is it going to affect you today, and how is it going to affect you tomorrow. This is not about criticism. It's about the right of the individual and about what is good for us as a government and how do we intend to move forward. If today in the new Constitution Amendment Bill, we struggle for more powers on the presidency instead of taking the power to the people, we're going to be tough. Take another example what they do. Now we don't give the new power to the president. You know what you could call them? Conviction, where they convict you even of rape, corruption. The president get power now for pardon you and allow you to go contest presidential elections. We don't turn the moral turpitude of this country over. So why do you need to be a decent guy?
Who said them put that one day again?
It ain't a new bill. And the people don't see us. Me say self now what story I won't let you.
Because
It ain't a new bill.
we are not here, you don't talk about it.
Yes,
So now, not a court go clear you, but now the pardon of the president.
if you know, if you did, they convict you, they sentence you. No, say they convict you for rape.
Mhm.
You rape a 7-year-old girl or 9-year-old girl. They sentence you 45 years. You did it. The president will wake one night, he pardon you. We pardon you if you find papers you be able to run for elections. What's going on? Why do you have to give the president the power? So why do you have to be a good guy? I mean, our values have shifted as a nation. You know, they're not only that, they come with media rights. I don't know if you don't see the media rights this afternoon. What call them the alien clause. I don't know, so they pull one day. They're kind of interesting. Only at this, I don't sleep at it. The more they read this year, I was getting agitated. What's happening? They get what I call the alien clause. They say now, if you contest for presidential election, you get case. 1 year to the election and they suspend your case. Remember your case was can't go contest election. That's how they do this country. Why not conclude the case? If we're serious, why to make you the presidential aspirant more important than the ordinary citizen? Why should your case be suspended? We go to suspension they want to. Now for they ain't go by you. Yeah, so if you get case, you ain't go by you, they suspend that, you don't know. You don't say anything they did and you come back again. We call and say they ain't go by you like the sort of double quotes. They got it through to that. Because why not conclude that? Why not say if any aspirant get case 1 year to the election, it has to be concluded? That amendment you can put now. But remember, somewhere in case. Take today that case, they not done it. Judgment has not been delivered. Why not call for the
party? They appear even.
No, when you reserve for judgment, that the case not done. They not call witness, addresses have been done. They not case not closed. They left for the judgments now for deliverance. For call them in Canada, they say that disappear or not to disappear. You are guilty or not guilty. Why not call and say this case not finish up? If the man not guilty, he's not guilty.
So it looked like say
Why
them
only
pass
by
another election.
well that provision they have? You know, man, let God sorry for you. I mean that they don't want to see. But we all love us, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We have a duty. That make cannot sleep all night. I did review this thing. And this morning I was with AYB. I had to go down for talk because I'm your work land now. Let people be aware. Why not a flag bearer at the event? Dance, and splash. I am busy working for the people to secure the rights of the individual. I not sleep all night. I feel obliged. I have a duty. And then I say, when you see you want to be president of states, you dey hit the stage not to forget no more. Come on, don't go and go sleep. And say, no, this is I don't look at. The way they were they go, will not get it. Say 4 o'clock morning and the work goes, which you do not take me. That's the yes, we like that. We have a duty and encourage everybody. Everybody. Nowadays, and I'm your office at this room. Come up to 10. Come up to 10. At the risk of going late. So let us all come on board. Una say plus you don't. You mention something, cut me out. You say you get information. Say this new bill self, they don't begin to talk to members of parliament. I say, oh my God, not again.
You know, say they get this lobby word na parliament. They don't call and say na package but the lobby. And of course, you know what a lobby means.
Well, lobbying is a legitimate means in anywhere.
So now the legitimate means that they use for
in the one
use
they call a lobby.
Okay.
Because lobbying is different from treating doing a corruption offense.
We all know say
In a way, I can talk to you, appeal to you, I'll give you the rationale, they talk to you, so this is wrong. Let us amend this and lobby to you this, that, and I will tell you will be you will get position that this committee and this that. But when you take cash,
okay, well I press
you
you so
offer cash.
maybe I bring you up to something we don't forget. The word lobby. We come out from a member of parliament, Honorable Gevao, invoice na the parliamentary group. Say in the lobby member of parliament, then it get was it $5,000 or so or 50 million, I don't quite remember, but it been don't happen, you know. So if you use that context, if then they tell you back still in the lobby member of parliament, then what you think more than that? We somebody need to understand.
And it's unfortunate, but I hope say it will not happen this time because this is more serious than 5,000, 10,000, whatever it is. And we get to look at even the quality of membership in the parliament. This will be now a new opening because we have people there that can get a resistance level and integrity level high. But I still want to say, hope is not lost. And indeed, I was in parliament for the legislative hearing. Hope is not lost. We still have good guys there. And but like I talk, it's all about numbers. The SLPP government, I think they just did about 4. If all the chiefs they go to them, which is what they usually do. And for me, I'm very disappointed with that. That any time of opportunity can maybe doing APC or SLPP, the chiefs they want to just to go. Not to someone who know chiefs them before. Not someone who know them before. So if you put all the chiefs them, it's about 4. And that number is small.
Quick on that particular matter before Bible come inside. We don't get this analysis. We don't get this kind of build up. They don't explain to with this 2/3 majority. Even if the SLPP plus the paramount chief then vote in favor, they no go still get majority of that word will be the Tawapa just not the entire membership na parliament, member of parliament. But waiting scary and waiting more worrisome. Now Usai we will get people that we go betray the cause again. Because we not only the point finger at the member of parliament, we even the point finger at on a party as well. Because now almost here now from where they don't or how long now they don't sit on pan the investigation for this last Europeans. How come 7 members of parliament and vote against Salon people and the genuine concern? Say now reports no common ado it. We know here. So if the parties have serious about seeking the interest of the people, this not what we for go. In my own opinion, I just see like for say like where government want hide something and say we investigate, and then we allow till we forget the investigation done. Like it we see a different commission of inquiry them under this government. Now the same thing the APC they show is so. So waiting will make this different. Nobody know. I'm not sure. You ask people right now, I'm not sure most people go say they trust the process again.
Yeah, quite good. Because that investigation, you said it talks to you, I don't know what you have. And for this time around, the people are more sensitive. That's the case. Even as a party, you have to be very careful. People are watching. If you mess this one up, you don't mess big time. You don't mess big time. You cannot afford to risk this issue. Because this issue will make us get State House back again. If we sit down, like what you really happen, or what you explain, if we call people, we may not study parliamentary systems. When you get members of one side shift on the vote up to 7, and you lost it. You've lost it. I see why you're concerned. You've lost it. Because there is a high propensity that 7 will go and not coming back. Whenever there's an opportunity for vote the same way, you'll vote the same way. That is why you're concerned. And I must say yes. As a scholar in that area, I am familiar with these outcomes. So that means this time, even with the party, we engage. We've had several meetings. We don't sensitize members of parliament. The legal team don't sit down with members of parliament. The pre-legislative, we go, we sit down back with them. Say, this is a different time. The issues are too much to compromise. This is not about an individual. This is about all of us. It's about the survival of the APC. It's about the survival of the nation. It's about the survival of our generation. If anybody betray this cause at this time, you're not worth living. You're not worth living. So I've taken up the cause to sensitize our people. That's what we can do. The opportunity we're going to give me to study and learn, then we keep up. This is the time of we share my understanding of the document with people. I said right there. Let us investigate. If we get information, when I get access to information of any compromises, let us expose them. Let us expose them. Let the people know those who are responsible for their fate. We continue the engagement, not just with members of parliament. Because even the party, outside of the party, we all, because all of us can be compromised. Because some people are not supposed to talk and they need their voice. Where are the civil society? The Odonton Mumu. Odonton Mumu. It's a critical moment like this. Where are they? Where is the Bar Association? Where is it? Where is the SLTU? Where is the Labour Congress? Where is the concerned citizens? Remember, obeying a government. Any small thing, concerned teachers, concerned citizens. Where are the concerned citizens? State capture. Gentlemen, state capture. People don't have the audacity to speak. Where are the students' union? Where are the women's organizations? We need to hear your voices. This is about you, women. The law continues to discriminate against you. The students, with a law like this, there's not going to be peace. You will not have the opportunity to choose your leaders. Where are you? Who be doing for me calling back in 1985? I remember. Where let me say, it was that. Maybe one party. Yes, I remember I think. In 1976, no college, no school, no college, no school. As young as we were, 11 or 12 years old, we participated. Students' voices matter. Where are they? But you know what? I was reading the one novel, Why Nations Fail, and I see a sentence, a statement. They say anything a politician do is intentional. They know exactly what they do. They want to keep us poor and impoverished, so that we spend all the time they also which we eat. From morning to night and now sleep. People don't have time to do anything. We don't even sabi think, we don't go write again. We know they read. Because all you do are for pay what you eat. So it is good to keep them poor and impoverished. Because when they are hustling for what they're going to eat, they don't have time to think policy. They don't have time to think policy. And keep them uneducated. When you keep them uneducated, they don't get time for see all waiting inside the bill. Like what they talk so now, the other name we did that for now. I will put up then food. And we get keep them uneducated. Now what should happen? It's all about money. We can spend una money we dey eat. No one side of money again. Can't give you money. We monetize conscience. Monetize conscience. That's where we are. The sad state. The sad state. So let us all sit up. And now, yesterday and today at the AYD, I had to talk about the conscience of the Sierra Leone. It is time we pick the conscience of the Sierra Leone. The average Sierra Leone is a good person. But the goodness in us, we are losing. Hardship. Nobody believe how things difficult and tell all that. It's alone. Things are really, really hard. People don't have time for anything. All they care about is what you do. Work no day, business no day. How would they survive that God one day? If you know what, a blind friend of mine, told me, I don't know reply to answer. Yeah, I'm gonna make a whole bed. 6 days, he said, no, eat less. 6 days ain't beginning. I was rushing to the studio this morning because I don't forget, and I remember. 6 days, eat less. When you are no what? What about the one who are no what? That man then I was 6 days in HA, which will tell that for constitution review. What is his interest? And he's educated. What is not his interest? Wait. He won't put food on the table for the kids. So it's intentional to keep us poor, impoverished, or anything. So we have to rise up. We want to be educated. We want to get rid of poverty. But it comes through good leadership. And it's not monetized leadership. A leader that is informed. A leader that is ready to give his life, to give his sacrifices. That's what we are. I do want that too. Sorry if I sound a bit upbeat. I apologize. But this is the reality of the situation on the ground.
In fact, I not put you in the mood itself. Then I just your gear where you take. Because you see, after they listen keenly, Bible, everybody they listen to you. Because as sure saying this we be want, we just want somebody for talk to the conscience of Salon people. With background of the law, for actually tell them waiting at the danger part of this law and all other things. Then I'm not sure say we they miss Bible, please.
I just want to tell Mr. Kamara, say this program tonight don't make Sierra Leoneans worry more. with all which you don't explain so, which is surround the constitution, even me, we see are worried. And I just want to take you back to the census. We now one of the weapons where they be used against Sierra Leoneans and UNA, the opposition, yesterday. You tell me, say, Logos not the chairman, but time get for reach way, they not get for focus on Logos, they go focus on UNA all. So with all waiting to go also with bad information, and you just measure something against in your office, you see, so you dey work, whilst other aspirants them just dey for go and talk say I want for be flag bearer and lead this country. We mean say they know they join some of una wey dey work for do the proper work. So wetin una don put in place as aspirants the way one person get for get this position, if this census no go through, then we use am against that person dey. How una don come together for see say una able for reach na the ground and way the accident here dey happen. We say 10 man for register and they use 5 man. How una don put things in place as people wey dey fight for the position for see say una begin work for salon people for starting from the census was before they talk of any other thing.
That's good. The party really do well that side, and as I said, we get like a task force, and we don't advertise for the census monitors. Although we will get them for monitor the cartographic process, but to see we flag bearers or aspirants as a team don't meet and examine the issue, what we can do. No, not at all. But I will tell you, see, at the individual level, like for me, on Friday at the day of Kupawa, to write down, to see the people out in the week, question them about them voting, their counting there, they don't reach there. So one day they never reach there. One day, huge community. So I make a note. And the journey winner, the statistician general, for drawing attention, saying, we get people in the end that when I get to reach them. And I want to know whether they reach the level. But this is me. Me, I tell people, I say, me, the politics what they play, not to politics. Now, what are people do now? Now, what are they enjoy for do for me people now? And then they play politics. People they are good at telling, I say, I can't talk to them. Yes, we are going for vote. But the most important thing that Allah can see how they live, or can you waiting on a problem, and for can ask them if government know to. Because if they don't come to them, they don't know about them. So they can't practically the same. In none of the matters they are, we get to come together and I don't begin to talk to different flag bearers that it don't make any sense. For no we be aspirants or anything. If they man they are done this position with, they don't the census. I say they don't win before we cast any vote. So let us come together. Because until we are together, we're able to pose a formidable force. But again, don't be surprised if flag bearers are compromised. Don't be surprised. Because that's politics. Because the APC normal, they remove SLPP from power. And if the SLPP knows that APC normal, they remove them from power, the easiest thing for them to do is to corrupt APC. And they continue staying in power. So let us come together. Let us put egos aside. Let us put our over-ambitions aside. Well, you know, is it? Because not all man they feel the same way like you. Not all man they feel the passion like you. But we have like-minded people. I don't talk to many, and there are few where they relate to me in the way I feel. And these are the ones I don't start for God. Others who've been together for long. And I want to persuade them that those who not become on board, fair enough. But let us all start together. Because Omegoli called me the other day and was saying we need to make a press statement from the aspirants. We don't work on that. We need to communicate time to the others and say yes. Let us come together and say, this is us as aspirants. This is what we want. This is our concerns about census. These are our concerns about the bill. We did do that. So yes, we don't start. And thank you for urging that and bringing it to the core. Because if aspirants are within the year with this message, do you want to reach out to me? The one they want to reach out to immediately. We are planning to have a press conference where we all go sit down, we sign a communique, and this will be good for people. We don't want us to see us the bicycle. This is going to be your message. This will be the and people are confused. There's some people government want to see the people confused. Too many messages. Yes. For now, let our message be just two things, two narratives: the Constitution Amendment and census. Let's focus on that for 2 weeks. After which, we can go back and go talk about what you can do or what you know can do. That's fair. But for these 2 weeks, let us discuss the Constitution, the impact of the Constitution, the impact of the census. This you don't need to be lawyer. You need for no more say yes. I need to talk about the rights. And I want to know what's in this PR label. Thank you. Thank you very much for drawing my attention to me.
And I will also join you for pass this message to your colleagues them. We all the fights for this position, not the aspirants them. Please, if not they listen to this program, not about just go out there to people for go tell them, say vote for me, I get the power now this how they do. Or you go give them money, or you go give them talk, or you go give them whatever way you believe for this position. Sierra Leone today, we need a leader where they able to stand for the people, where they able to fight with the people. Because now this will not been get yesterday. We make follow how this so somebody not go let that good day, but we they talk am because it don't lead we to that. When we start for talk am, now then platform there, then class we are we not the, but we stand for the truth. And the reason why we can deal with politician, any politician way tomorrow. The delegates them go give this position. We now we write for dance with them because of the people of our salon believe in the APCC. Now them they can redeem. We inside this problem. So do we are una the aspirants them. Just like what Mr. Kamara say, una come together. Make we the people see CS. Una they do things them where they make we feel say anyone power now where they give this position tomorrow, it is able to stand for the people. We need una. Salon people really need now, not to we don't get a position, but now from the stage, now they foresee you now a presidential material to Sierra Leoneans.
Okay, so before we allow people and for come inside and begin for call, let me talk about this angle where we not just the touch on such your presidential aspiration. Not a secret say you don't contest one thing. This now, if I miss one of the second thing this for this position where you want for be flag bearer for the party. Because we not get better time again. Sorry. And I will just give you the time. I give you the platform. Lay you talk to people and will watch you. Aspirants, no, not aspirants, delegates them, potential delegates them. Because on a lower level election, they actually begin the 7th, 4 more days from now. So before I give you the time, let me ask you this. What do you think about the process so far inside on a party where they lead we to this lower level and to the convention? What do you think as a legal person and as, flag bearer aspirant?
Well, I will see the process. I will start by thanking the current executive for not make some good efforts,
Okay.
particularly getting new registration cards and trying to enumerate the membership base. But every situation like that is fraught with its own problems because you always get bad people who talk about the registration exercise, the electoral problem then, people are not quickly react to register, others do verification, complaints. We manage through that. Even now, so with the party candidate come, you get people who they take the party candidate and keep them. When they know say them people are not going to go vote for them, they don't keep the party candidate. They get on them, we don't go duplicate the party candidate. They all their application there. So they not go born good begin. They not go born good begin. So we just talk to the delegates. Una will be Padenda Baru, you keep them business here. I don't want to go talk to the people and we can vote for it tomorrow. I will condemn myself. If we inside APC, the Padenda Baru business here. But the efforts that have been made for collect the card and redistribute them. And we wait for see. the role of the internal elections management committee, how they will manage this non-level election. It's a big test. We all win our players in the game, we watch and see. We don't see who side the one they wouldn't be used to put a right foot, or they watch them because they said it was right. And we hope that we will genuinely want the right person win. So when the right person win, everybody will be.
And maybe the other one I will put on top now, not a question, but assume you get on a delegates now where they watch you. You sit them right in front of them. This night all, they all gather. Today at the convention. Take the platform, talk to them in 5 minutes. How you can convince them, how you can buy them over, what you go tell them with the rest and they listen to you.
Delegates them. Today, they conscious about you. Your vote will make a difference. Now you vote will make you get into school. Now you vote will make you get work. Now you vote will make you eat fine. Now you vote will make you live well. Now you vote will make you get fine then. So cast that vote for the person you believe will be the leader of your party. Because you make the mistake, you just feel to win the vote to that president. Before you become president, you be leader of the party. Cast that vote for the one who can lead the party. When they will call people into a meeting and come. We command the voice of majority of the people. A leader will bring unity. And it is unity that we want inside the party. So delegates are shown. See, with the JFK as the leader of the party, I command respect across the floor. I will talk to all the aspirants. I will bring everybody come and vote. I will talk to the executive. I will talk to Samuel Kamara because he says it's critical to the process. I will engage President Gowon. I will engage every facet of different groups within the party. And I'll provide a leader to work. A leader that will bring peace. Engage with Sam Sumara. Engage with all the other aspirants. And honor the delegates. As shown as with the JFK as a leader. With peace. With one voice. With determination. And guarantee una say that will may happen. No happen again. Your votes will matter. And I will protect your votes. And I will secure your votes. And APC, the sun, will rise again. Go and vote for JFK. And JFK will be state house will be on. Thank you.
All right, in name now Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara, APC flag bearer aspirant. You see how the program turn, eh? In the beginning, not to be APC flag bearer aspirant to now be former Attorney General and Minister of Justice. So now we change the tune because we want to make the thing all go to another level. Okay, so if that be the case, we actually they come now for Kamiyeri waiting you get for say. We want for Yeri now, waiting you get for say with regards, this discussion where we don't get today. Tell me, waiting now you take now, as we dey talk so. On all of waiting, Joseph don't tell we this net. By the way, we just want for say the thing so much big that we would need forget behind the scene, discussion. At least they will self be guided with something. And because I'll go tell you for you, I'll say we just can ask question. But if we guided, with regards certain things them inside the constitution, we will be more informed for talk to people them, and we will be more informed for ask question to other people them. So maybe we will come to you for ask for you guidance. And again, this not one of something because the process they on it and they continue. We go want for lay you they come. I mean, lay we they talk about this constitution very much important. For we talk about let we give people them the idea both people from the diaspora, people them inside the country, everybody get the right to understand within the happen. Now this government no want for do, but I think say as a citizen we get the moral responsibility for make sure say if we know something, other person for know. So now that request that we want for make to you, as you should know so with we and also you get boku work. But this not the presidential work na no begin. So we dey add more load on top the aid again. So now that request, I don't know what you think. You
It's
get
okay.
it,
I'm
Tessa?
all right.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Okay, so the line open now. You can call in at the voice center program. This like program we are on YouTube and on Facebook, and of course, today we're going to talk about the constitutional amendment, the things that when they change. Well, we don't hear about different things them inside this constitution where we find out in the Kipo. So say you dey sit down, you dey hide, keep your face, continue for hide your face. You begin get for ask you question tomorrow, but you no go for answer. Well, we can always talk. We don't even know that honest again at this country, including we self we sit also. We don't know. Because all man get interest right now. All man get interest. But hey, try now we will be small with the sing. Land that we love our Sierra Leone. We go back now school now. I pledge my love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. Be honest with me, ba. Be honest with me. You will watch me so. You sure say that the country interest now you get for mad bill. No begin for mad bill. In fact, me I don't rule am out safe not to today. But how many of we get this thing now in mind? I pledge my love and loyalty. Look by where there, ask about. And go tell you saying you are the most good citizen as well. Me, if people and they kill people in that country, then they still tell you say na good citizen there. Okay. Mm-hmm. We dey go suffer. This na a program. By the way, take over large. Then tell me say I for delete the phone don't full up. Now I don't full up and so.
Brother, it's sad. It's sad, the things them all way Mr. Gerald don't talk now. You see, as you don't like where somebody freeze na television.
Make
I
out
dey
you for men.
think, I'm telling you. I dey think, I dey see things where for security reason we no go sit on a camera dey talk them things anymore. But we dey see things them bien if we not take with time. The way and manner how SLPP they put things in place for themselves. If we not take time, we dey see something bien we not go talk am right now. But so far so good. Just like within Mr. Kamara say, yes, they're not the main opposition, but they certainly the people. They're not go able to do them alone without the people. And the people also need them. So we all for come together. We all. This the way how the thing they go. We not for allow just sets of people for can look a whole country think say they own the country. Just they put law the way they keep them for Sidomna power. It could be better than they do well na the power. But even the power where una the one keep una self, una know they reach the people and demands. Una own demand self una know they reach. So what about the people? So if me and you sit down, we make lagadness say, oh Lord, just let this fight to politician. Man, not to the guy no get for suffer. We all get for suffer. So the politicians they need we and we self need the politicians. But the fight, the way how it goes so, we all for put hands together. If not, the pauper guys, they really, really get determination where me and you, or you, maybe me don't they see something. But you sit down right now, they food for 1,000, 2,000. You might not see them yet. By the time they see them, it's too late. So please, Sierra Leoneans, politicians. Let we all come together. This not to fight for APC, but a fight for Sierra Leone. APC not just the name because we forget people away the front for control things, but it's not fight for Sierra Leone. You will watch me. You want for suffer back for how many years? Check from 2018 to now. The first government where they ban people like we yesterday Pakabasi let us sing, let us go na bush, and it's Kumasi left there, let them talk. We get a government today. We sit on here. We not get food for going our country. How long we for continue this? How long? The first government in history, the history of Mama Saloon, where they hunt people and where they oppose them.
Under alleged democracy,
Eh, Mama
under
Saloon this,
government where they say na democracy we get.
who they cry for? Arrest me, case me, brother.
All right, it's the program we still watch. Now, we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Sorry, the thing I just they clear up the space, now the phone, because not been able to get access. Then I they set a quick one, just some seconds, it go able for the up. But we're not going to waste these seconds, whilst we wait for this for actually come up. Apart from all waiting we don't discuss, Mr. Kamara, you get any strong fairness where you feel say you not touch on where they go on right now, if we not take them, it will really cost we as a nation with regards to this process?
Um, I would say been a very optimistic man and very fearless person. Actually, I will look now way I will say that this are the pray because I want to let good thing happen for the country. When you think of fear, you don't put yourself. And when you're doing anything bad, the element of fear that they arise is with the mind made I get, which God put inside me, which I will do, not too bad. But for the people, so I hardly get any job with like this. I focus on things that these people know. Anything I see not correct, I just feel I have a duty and they play me a role where I can play. But I will tell you, if there's anything to be afraid of or fear of, the level of poverty for people. That is my apprehension. But where there is such poverty, anything can happen anytime. You're on a fair. Every day you pass that street, you watch people like this. You know, see this. So my tell her to say to me yourself. So my you don't look at yourself, you say you look at. I tell you what. So if I have any apprehension, it is the apprehension of the reality of poverty. Stark poverty that is affecting our people. The constitution within Batula, in Batula and get over it. And then go reject them. The poverty is not something we can battle easily. It's a lot, time, energy, and resources.
All right, the program where you still dey watch, the phone no one for respond. Myself they call them, they even ring body they on. So some say, okay, I don't dey say the signal, it don't they come, they can suffer small. When I wait, they come. Not forget for like and share. It say the like is small, the like small, so it don't vex. So now not forget for like, when I like the program, I see the signal don't come, and it we don't full up. Now na full up not to me. It had been on floor, but the signal don't come. The messages then they kind say now like bushfire in the Hamatan season, or like manners from heaven as them be the report during the rebel war. They come, then they come, then they come. So you call self go follow up and GG's no. I not say I don't dey try for call, but because of this reason, they can inside. Some seconds quick because we need for left, we guest for go. I let you go do other work them quick one. We need for left and for goal, good water will claim. But the line still the thing in the car inside. Now on our messages in the camp, thousands and thousands. Then the car inside solo just patient 1 minute. I'm pretty sure it go okay. The minute when your line connects, then it means that your line self the connect. Don't forget for like and share. Please like and share, like and share, like and share. You will watch. Don't forget, like and share. It's still not able to break through it, but the signal don't come. Now when the messages the one be don't send before this step now then the kind side. So it's really the one for kind side. See, it's really the come. So Leona see no more now. They load with his phone to see. So now just patient small no more now. Thank God now the first call long kind side. Alright, so let me go on the line quickly. Mr. Kamara, please take note of the questions then, because then they come for you. After that, they go respond to them. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and sorry call from, please.
Alright, so let me go on the line quickly. Hello.
Yes, you did live. Reduce the volume of your set where you watch from, please.
Hello.
Yes, you did live now. Reduce the volume of your set where you watch from. Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Kamara, you know, APC will not trust them. You see that 7 people we vote against Lara. If we not pull them, na cost pa una. Apostle Arthur Pratt, Odia, tell them the story about after Jericho, when the Israelites them go and fight AI. Because of sin, they're not be able. Pass with them last sin. Now they're able to forget AI. So do ya, if you're not pulling 7 people in day, this Biliasu, then go pass them, then go blackmail them one day there, and then go pass them.
Okay.
Me I not get trust on them.
Sad. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, let me see what we get again. We still go on the line. The line's still open. Call and add the voice of the program. We take another call quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and the call from the platform.
Yes, we are listeners, concerned citizen.
Welcome.
How do you do?
We do fine by good.
Thank you, Mr. Kamara, for coming on this program. And some of we greatly concerned about this present situation in Sierra Leone, because me just left Salone. I know how I feel. By brother, I tell you, I cry to be fit as a Christian. I cry. I see people in the rotting by parts. I work on some parts in a free tongue. You know go understand. Pass you and see for yourself. Like how the man they talk as you. Where you go to the places there, people and they with their foot there, they cripple their hand when a chemical long kill them. But again, come to the APC first, Mr. Kamara. You know, all people will begin blame the party, blabade. But why una as lawyer they una not be able to take on the party executive for let them not give way for this PPRC court case, for let them follow the constitution? It is simple. Now we all go adopt them. Now we don't go make them. All these things where people in the talk about the ineffective of the executive, people in the vex. They don't want to take responsibility. They go blame. If they not blame Samuel Kamara, they go blame JFK. But what about the people and where they get the position when are the custodian of the constitution within the APC? Simple. Law now law. All this one I'll go explain when I give you extension, it not be needed. There was no time, no problem, no reason, no the way APC you can tell we say executive say they don't follow constitution for conduct solo election. If you remember, they don't put date from last year August. They never can tell me why they not conduct them. No, but the constitution clear. They're not supposed to go PPRC for ask them. They for come to the party, but now all this problem again. When they already see Ajibu Sido yesterday, they talk about Samuel Kamara. Then they for go court. Why you not go blame the APC executive? When deliberately Sido create this kind of vacuum without the implementation of the rules.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Kamara, una the lawyer there. Why una no don't advise the party to make sure say no get all this problem?
God bless you. Right, we go to another call again quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name inside the call phone. Please get the platform. The live one we had.
Yeah. Yeah, hello, hi, I'm Umar from Los Angeles. Please, if not 3 minutes, give me, I want to talk to
2
Mr.
minutes. I
Kamara.
beg 2 minutes.
First of all, let me tell Sierra Leoneans them. Okay, 2 minutes. Let me talk to Sierra Leoneans them. I want to tell Sierra Leoneans they say, we not have hope on Sierra Leone anymore. Then two parties don't mortgage the country. Then two parties don't mortgage. This same constitution when they fight for so. APC that they start up. Now they write the 1991 constitution. Now they write that constitution, we see inside that constitution, they go. Now the same APC, this will give we toll road. Then give it toll road with 3 toll. Then forget light, we forget market. Who's out there today? With no alternative side for those people in the past. 95 Public Order Act. Again, our vision, where this party they used to do, they terrorize the people. APC, they under Chaka Steven, under Ernest by Chroma, they not remove them. Ernest by Chroma, if fire a sitting vice president, this same man what they talk to us so, now in defend Ernest by Chroma, then people have to say we fool, we stupid. Two I don't do to that country, the APC and SLPP. God them for pay una all to them two parties. Una not APC not to answer, SLPP not to answer. God now just give them two parties. What did Ibrahim Traore don't do na Burkina Faso in 2 years? APC and SLPP not do in 65 years. Then they now crocodile tears. Now Mr. Kamara sit down that they do so. Now crocodile tears. Now the bed is where they bread. Then they just go lay on day. Now they start all the year. Look at the 1991 Constitution. Look at Justice Kawaii Constitution. And it's like Chroma spent over $8 million. Only for later part they bring that Constitution, they turn out to white paper. Then now they can't tell me, say they were. And listen, now the page them, the book owner rights. Now they don't want to take page them. So we now have no crocodile tears. Una all two don't destroy we country.
Thank you.
Una all two.
God bless you.
Every two that don't do it.
Thank you.
Una all two
bless you.
APC SLPP.
All right. Okay, so they take more calls inside the program. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name inside the call phone, please. Get the platform.
Hello, we are.
Yes, the live one we are. Welcome.
Yeah, I call from Sierra Leone.
Welcome. Get the platform.
What I want to say is that these foods were all the aspirants they put foot down so for this constitution. I don't know if now because they can stand as aspirants for the APC. Because waiting you can just tell like for say some man rights like the pool chest. As APC no give a flag bearer, so you go sit down sample like a small corner they eating popcorn. I don't know. Because if now all man they put foot down, say okay, we have this violation of the constitution. Now you can become flag bearer. You will still.
So now, whose constitution you talk about? So
after.
Whose constitution you talk about?
Now with the talk of the Salon Constitution, where the SLPP want tamper with.
Okay, go
now
ahead.
they all they as one. Now we all the advocates say, okay, they no need for tamper with this constitution. Okay, we accept. We happy for them. They all join head as one. They all fight against this. But now, if it can be say someone not become a flag bearer for APC, it will still stand for the people there. Then now, okay. Now then they push we say with the people alone not see them, no gap. This they want to play with the constitution, they want to play with the rights. Then when they're in high places of the way they na the party, we get party card and then get position. When they talk, then they find the 150 million. If me as an individual, me po man, if I talk, that kind of talk when they talk, so because the talk when they talk, a right so the talk was an sheriff talk, a right. The talk where Lance and Adumbia talk, a right. But if me someone say the same thing way right, what's they go charge me?
Good question.
They go charge me 150 million, one will get to I go jail.
Thank you.
So instead, I go sit down sample because me no get cabal we go pay for me. So then we get cabal, let them go to talk. When they charge them, the party go pay.
Thank you. God bless you.
All right.
The line still open. Call and add a voice. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and hello,
yes, sir. This is a call from the shopyard. Thank you. First things first, I see in my opinion, the two most credible people when we feel say APC will pick for letting go win this next upcoming election. Now from the Bombali district, Richard Conte or JFK. Now, I ask JFK, because Richard Conte gets a university program every Wednesday, you they take up the classes them for every Tuesday? Now, my first question, Andy, because it look like I was say, now no more the kind of this we had for can't talk to me. Secondly, JFK, you know, things say for engage you be good at Richard, because Naomi can second at the last national delegate conference. Una go engage, una pull whip on this nightmare, because if we know 2 counts to 1, we go get a smooth convention, we go get a formidable force, a united front, then that go be the beginning of the ending of SLPP. But if una the two will soon start boys, they no count to 1. And you na legendary lawyer, JFK, you know if the situation they tilts to you, you know one of the people now this country go misabi. But if the thing they tilts to you, I think say if you forget a conversation, should give God a Richard, una engage and begin the march towards the State House. And imagine the kind good one I go do for this country. But this thing all left on now too. But I think say as the legendary lawyer in this country, JFK, you a big brother for Sidom, Leona Discord. Because for the past 20 years, this power they na Bombali. And I don't think say they change now. And now too commodity. So JFK, do the right thing, engage with your brother, Leona starts the process for end this nightmare with SLPP don't put power. I stop here for now. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. We go again on the line and take another call. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name is call from the live on We Are.
Hi, We Are. My name is Rose. I call from London.
Okay,
I just get a question for JFK. What's happened to EBK in case? Because don't disappear they go, outside the no exile and then if you like for said and sell with the votes of the people then for 2023 for EBK. That's my first question. The second question I want to ask, the Constitution. Where to make una care now about the Constitution? Where una don't benefits at the past from the Constitution, una misuse the Constitution, una become one party state with the Constitution, and then una now they vex because poverty they kill all man in the country, whether they're a politician, whether they're normal people them.
Sorry,
like
whose Constitution we
una if you come together, make sure say una cook eat, make sure say una eat fine this time, make sure say una gather na pantry for put in ingredients together, yeah.
Did you get to
okay, that's all.
No go, hello. Did you get to it? Okay, I believe it has good constitution when have a one party constitution.
One party state, yeah.
But anyway, let's take another call quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. You name and the call from please get the platform live on We Are.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you. This is Afar for London. Thank you for coming on your side.
Fab.
I get a quick question. Yeah?
Go ahead.
And the other listener there, I get big grade for APC. You know I make at the talk? What's he bring with this to all of us? APC there. I can't complain, so we say Senge. Remember I was saying when a small ball, you know, able to implement all the things the way they sign for winner from that apartheid, understand? So if Senge choose Uda they come with them, choose what they pull out, they able to bully them for that thing. So then go think saying that this thing away that they can't complain to we, the census and the rest. Now APC go able defend. Me with the other two are the see towards we country. You understand? I don't know if Sierra Leone they will go speak to one right now. Say these two parties that are totally entirely therefore go away. Bing. Let we find a different dimension what they would say. Like family then day. Okay. So Mr. Kamara say he go down pot, he done the golden. From where he did 10 years plus, now he did think for Goyanda. And I be the third man at the council. You understand? When they for stand for speak for the Sierra Leonean people, I mean, I want them, I'll be hearing on TV, I'll be hearing him, but I want to see on TV. All the rest, the man is just busy on, I don't know, I not go talk say busy on you, but he just busy way before say, they are not saying that's where they implement. That's where saying they do them first. In Mona mean say it pay me first. I make us say APC. Totally entirely. They don't fail themselves. They don't fail the council. They don't fail everything. You understand? Once they go up, skyrockets, they need a team up. Balance opposition for team up. As soon as the government of the day one say step, team up say no.
All right,
Not
thank
the
you
one they won the country.
very
Opposition the
much.
one with the current government. But
Thank
this now,
you.
some
God
people
bless
they
you.
run on their own. So this, yeah, not say make any sense for letting can sensitize yourself.
Okay,
Now we
thank
now
you.
need for sensitize yourself. Say now we the think for Femi or another option. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much. We take another call again quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and inside the call from, please get the platform.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
JFK, good evening, sir. This is my concern call at the call from Kono. Me own take at the program. All the indications from the TRC report, all the report the way they come out, way they make with truth bundle, 11 year at this country here. All the things they will until we see now in make with truth that bundle right now. SLPP they do triple times. Then any way somebody they talk, they remind them about the war, they say inside his statements. But that don't mean to say if the people they not talk, if they do them bad thing they are, if you bad person they you know will plan bad. Salon now we country now we own. Me advice first, if you look at the traditional leaders, the way they did another well of parliament. Me, if you ask me, and also no use for letting in another place. Sorry for talking this word on social media because now we big people need for respect them. But for say then they see things the way they go bad in the country, always they support the government of the day because they say that government of the day they see things the way they go wrong. Like what they were they propose for do so. Now for bring one party state back in this country for letting them a power because they know say they get for come back, they get for can create another district. At least the lawyer JFK now, then the former Secretary General of the SLPP, all the analysis them we they do correct. Now for that why they still all the laws them. If you watch before they go to the election, the Public Election Act of 2022, what did it tell you how for tally results? Well, the day where they vote, they why they go against this. Any law where they want they may make sense of then they go against that once the time don't reach for them.
All right.
Anyway, I don't want to take off the line too much.
Very much.
But thanks to the lawyer, we come and emphasize for to the people of Sierra Leone.
Okay, thank you.
Get sense, you gonna know what they do.
Thank you. We'll take 4 more calls quickly. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and inside the call from, please get the platform.
Yes, Samuel Pierre, thank you. I call for Virginia.
Go ahead.
Yes, a question I get on this constitution, whether they make so. You know, they can talk about democracy. What in America, so we get the democracy. The people in Salone try for land from we. We, the Pekin on at 10 years of age. They go read the constitution to me because they teach them at school and they teach them. If they are the way educate in salon, when they say they educate, they don't know what's in the constitution, they don't understand the constitution, they will give them time for them to understand exactly what the constitution. What about the Pekin of the go school now? People don't go school now. The formation of the constitution, a book for the government, for the country, not for one party. Let matter be make sure say they educate people, let everybody know exactly what's in the constitution. May I suggest say they for begin to treat the constitution at school. They will treat the constitution at school. On the election side, America will get sophisticated in there for election where they call result. They never call results one to them. If they call results safe, then they able to swear the person in. We don't vote November. The whole of November, December, January 20, they can swear the person. Why they get a longer so if they need to have a petition, they go a long time for petition or what thing they for do. But they go say 3 days. I don't know about the board how they do so. If we then tell the commissioner say they for call the results to starting time where they for produce all the results and figure them if you a constitution. Because if you don't say that so tell for make them, if they make sure say they don't call the results, they for make sure say then give time back for people who protest and for them who can contest the election. I want to know if they make them in a very, very good time. And that's what I want to know. Because when I be on a post we elect for advantage, elect for take say in APC they don't win 11 years. We're not to be 10 years, 4 months. In say 11 years, it always round figure. Now it's a back one for do now 12 years, and that's the time for do. Now, this particular money, that MCC money, because I know who come, it's a person for every for benefit for them. I make a man out before the country benefits, let it spoil. That's what it have to tell we. Before the country benefit for that light save, let it spoil.
All
Now
right,
that's making
thank you.
enable great at all for get MCC money. So
All
thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you. We take 3 more calls quickly inside the program. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and inside the call from.
Yeah, this is not concern Sierra Leone, they come from the US.
Go ahead, get the platform.
Yeah, now thank you for the good work we they do. You know, to be honest enough, the state will offend we self so APC self they're responsible to a certain extent. You know, now the thing is okay, they talk, see that two political parties here, you know, now evil political parties, then the only thing no more you go tell me say APC na the lesser evil, because APC no go tell me say then they for 11 years na power under UNESCO, ma they able for fix up this constitution. Now I make them demon here so get right, get way for do always tell me they do so. But again, make I advise the SLPP, genuine supporters them. Make them talk to this the evil politician. Let them be careful of what they're about for do so. If they not be careful, history will repeat again. We also remember 1965, you know, when they come with that seditious libel law for muscle APC and all that stuff. Then they unfortunately for them, 1967 they come up bad for them, you know. So anything when they do now that constitution, they let them members say not to for only APC no more than they put on there for. They say get for go. Eventually they say get for go now opposition. And when they go now opposition, you know, the very APC where they go out for say that now then they want to them we can't use them against them. And that one they not go make we country go before that they not go support. We the citizens, they let them make sure say any church and they put in that constitution, then I think where they in line with waiting with the majority wants in that country. Then waiting they happen at the world, so you know it's seeking for like with the waiting they happen at the country. So right now, we all know what they go on at the world now. Look at how people and they get treated now this battle, they even win a citizen. People that want to go back home, people that want to let that country they improve, you know, so that they go get cypher call home.
Thank you
The frustrating part to get people away educated come on and go to that country, then corrupt past the one where they meet today. Thank you so much, my brother. God bless you now.
All right, let's take the last call inside the program. Welcome to the show, family member. Your name and inside the call from.
By Google, Mr. Gerald. I don't know how they do.
Really do fine.
So maybe,
sir,
you know, the country really sad.
Okay.
The integrity, it don't really lost now the country. The integrity, it really lost now that country. And if you look how people in the talk, people they need to think about future. All the today, now you need to think about what are the today. And let's see the damage tomorrow. You understand? No care. Even if you for hurt them family, they don't care. Once they're satisfied today. Now this the mentality this now we salute people don't get now. Because if you salute people they think positively, even not to say because APC don't do mistake, that means people accept the mistake except people can do. You know, now this time around, everybody for sit down, civil society, religious council, Labour Congress, student union, you name it. All the opposition party them for say this constitution when they amend. Let me tell you some catching in the Paris constitution where people don't know it. The time we pass when they pass and the training will not see us. But still, we don't have the constitution. We don't accept in parliament. You know? So everybody for reject this constitution. At the particular time, waiting they wait for no, then they pull you out the main one and election and reform again. No, not for go mix up with the constitution. They for put and separate. Right. Then they go according to.
Thank you very
much. People that want, if you not to that one is they tell you what two don't pass. would they pray let God make it not come.
All
But
right.
would
Thank you.
they close with that side? Let
God
God help
bless
you
you.
all.
All right. So now the last caller one day, over to you, JFK.
Yes, that's a big thank you to all the one who really take time to react and call and raise their comments. I know categorize and find and try to allow response to as many as I can.
Okay.
And some of them are quite agitated, which you understand. The challenges of the moment. And easy when you don't get a leadership position, or you don't expect to really please everybody.
Mm.
Of course, when I talk about the 7 people who are the MP at the investigation, it's only clearly we talk about. So just see the proportion out of that. We will follow up with the request and make sure so firstly the report is published, and when the report is published, and what are the consequences and the necessary action we have. So yes, thank you very much. Because now what we see, it is also undeniable that there is an issue of trust between the party leadership and the common base, which as party leadership we want to work on, and we have to encourage the party leadership to do more, meet with the grassroots people and engage and continue to engage so that we will rebuild the trust and we will build stakeholders. There was another concerned citizen. We talk about the push victims. The one that we say they didn't really die and all that. I get a foundation, the Get Health Care Initiative. You know that as since 2014, we only have drug victims. And we don't continue this. It's not politics for us. We get a medical team, psychoanalyst team, where they go with we wherever we go. So they forget about politics, we attend to them to that. We continue to do it before, and it is part of us. The healthcare initiative is there, and we really support that. We also talk about the legal team. We get a legal team where they advise the party. But don't forget, if you will be client. The advisor is often client to it one day. And I remember back there was a time after the election of 2023, my strongest advice was for us to go to court. But the party leadership fell to the right. That's another thing for another day. But this just to tell you, so yes, we can advise that the one way the advice choose otherwise. So the legal team is there, and they provide legal opinions whenever asked, and then they advise the party. So the correctness or wrongness of the action don't mean say they don't mean get the advice. So we believe say what we have to do now is respect the opinions of those who are professional, and then we always live together to guide each other to ensure so we act in the best interest of the party. And this make I say leadership of the party matters at this stage at the delegate conference. We need a leader of the party who is able to harness their issues here, understand, get institutional knowledge of the party, how to manage the fallout positions of the party, and we come to provide leadership in our state. Then we get Umar from Los Angeles, who is very agitated. Paul say, get crocodile tears. I mean, say, come on, probably not decline, just to stick the facts as they are. Despite the insults we win, I think we expect that as a leader. I believe talking about APC SLPP, the parties themselves not enough among it composed of silence. So if you see they are evil, they are this, they are that, my Shalom brother and Shalom sister, you tell them what of it. So they are evil. But no, I never agree with you. Things might have gone wrong. Every motorman and motorman are all different. Even now in Los Angeles, you say something different. You're not perfect, you're not a saint. If we all don't come as a government, as a people, we will try to push the country before. We all will push why you want. But good works have been done. The APC government work well. We do good roads. The economy was elevated to the second fastest growing economy in the world. If we will reach here now, cannot condemn it, say nothing good no be happen. We cannot condemn President Obama saying nothing good no in the way you do, or in government no do nothing. And so nobody local can talk to you about the constitution. It is not right. They will not go appreciate whatever need to work so that we don't do, even in the imperfections that it is. Then the issue of the constitution. This is so sensitive. You make your country, they can't begin go say, because APC no mean you say APC for Kadwa. Somebody said mention that the teeth for that, do my do. It will take us nowhere. As I said, the 1991 constitution of the APC, not only that constitution, it worked well for us to who we did. But it don't continue for work well with time to change. So if we want to change that under Justice Howard, it took such a long time. By the time the donor will left office, they will finish. The next government will have to finish the work. If not the work themselves do, no one contributes. The blame game not take me nowhere. That is why they continue like this one. Because we they justify the current wrongs based on past wrongs. We know all the current wrongs accountable. Instead, we go back, we complain. It shouldn't work like that. We condemn, see what was wrong, and it happened today, let us condemn it also. You cannot see, you cannot talk. So, and we also talk about the cabal. Say, if you don't eat your popcorn or you don't get, you will continue to support. The party is a party. In 2018, we will not get to support the party. Excessively. You see, you don't see me. You don't watch for me, then make you don't see me. Because if you watch for me, you will see me. And you're not justified to see if you don't see me means I'm not that. How much year you get? And 2 years you get. You know, you don't know self for good to see me. Not to want me. And they did the people out after an election, if you know them to take the back seat and allow the one we win forget the stage. You know, but you know, win, they want to take the stage that one we win. Yeah, no, doesn't work like that. So you got to allow the winner to take the stage. So that is what happened. We will continue to give support and push the agenda of the Almighty APC. The one we call from Shopia talk about the university program we Dr. Richard wanted to do, which is great. I am not aware of it. I'll be interested to see what he said will do. Anything we they push the country forward, I'm excited. Then when they talk about engaging with the big brother, people say big brother, politics of the big brother business. In politics is the ability to perform. You know, the emotional appeals there don't work in politics today. It's not about big brotherhood. It's about performance. It's about the integrity that you put on the table. It's about the security that you offer to the people. It's about who you are as a person. What can you deliver? And what have you delivered? It's also not about Bombali. It's about the country. So I always encourage the people. You are not meant for segregate yourself. There is so much we can benefit from being we all as one. That time to identify ourselves by tribe, by district. It's not right, it's not fair for the state. And one question somebody asked me, I think it was asked today, one of the interviews. So what is your struggle? What is your constituency? My response was, my constituency is the conscience of the Assembly. So let us work with that. So yes, me and Dr. Richard Control meet several times here and give you the talk. And I appeal to her. I think I have a better chance to win. I have a background that is unchallenged. Because of that background and the experience, he is also good, competent. Accept it. But I have a slight edge. The very conversation will continue. But the conversations are not because it's from Bombay. The conversations are because we are all peace. We should come together. We should offer support. And see where there's an opportunity for where we can get the best leadership. Don't blemish leadership. And that is where I think I have an opportunity that put this forward. So yes, you see, people talk to us and we talk to them. We should talk to and they talk to me. So that is how it works. So thank you very much. And let us move forward as a country. And then Rose, very agitated. But I will say to Rose that let us learn to be courteous when we deal at a public forum. Doesn't mean that because I can't sit down and you can just talk to anybody you want. Now we want to be leaders. Now we want the teamworks. We agree. But we are them we serve. So that the opportunities for them are query. They must scrutinize we as leaders. So do let us be conscious in the engagement. It is good for the country. Let us show some respect to one another. You asked a very good question about Fitz. Fitz is in Nigeria. We engage at the diplomatic level so you can come back home. They have completed all the treason trials. Not an iota of evidence was made against them. No. So we request we let him come back. Let Mother show magnanimity. That are things what they done in error. Because President Kuma is a symbol of consolidation of peace for this country. He's a dividend of peace and security. So he should be allowed to come back home and live peacefully. When you spoke about the issues of the one-party state, I didn't quite understand what you were trying to allude to, whether you talk about the 1978 Constitution. But under the APC government of President and his wife Roma, not one prisoner was in a cell who was open to the prison. Not once. Not at any point in time where anybody killed out of strikes. Not at any point in time people were stifled for free speech. It was not very perfect. But we did what we had, people were happy. The economy was moving. We had good roads which have still been used. So if you don't appreciate people all of that, fine. But we are aspiring to come back to power. And so we listen. We have evidence of good works. And look at that photo again. I'll talk about the Constitution as well. Say the two-party people and they don't wear this country, this and that. This country, they won't well. The party not their life. And the motor man they say if you see them well. But for each party occasion, we come in governance. Maybe listen, you get it good to bad at the okay. With the course of time, we will shape yourself. We will get better quality of leaders in terms of time. Now we allow we leader they not to perform. Because don't hold them accountable. We bring issues of child. I'm a child's man. So whatever I do, if you're Southeastern and you're not Southeastern, I believe it correct. If you're a Northern and whatever it is, you know, I believe it correct. No. Just abandon those shenanigans. Let us assess the individual for who he is and what he will do. So the two-party culture, it's everywhere. In America, you get the Democrats, you get the Republicans. You know to say that they don't ruin America. That the individual leaders will come and what they do. But the parties have outlived that. So I believe saying, let us use the party system to build better governance for the country. Let us use the party system to identify the right type of leaders. And then we call on the all. Let us identify the right type of leaders. Then we will forget that the party is a problem. When we get the call from Colonel, I agree with them absolutely on the issue of traditional. Then there's a challenge for us. Because when it comes to issues of governance, they always say they will support the government of the people. Then what are they doing there? We really get to look at that. I agree that it is nice for them to be in parliament. But we have to look at their role. We have to examine their role. Something is missing. They either don't lost sight of what they did, or they never make good, meaningful use of their roles. We have to examine that. This is a conversation. They cannot escape scrutiny either. As public officials, we have to examine this exactly. Because today, I will examine the other members of parliament. Their system ought to be examined. Because anything go wrong, we have to hold them accountable. Then you call from Virginia, when you talk about the use of the Constitution and teaching the Constitution. Absolutely right. Many lawyers themselves don't know what it means by the Constitution. If you don't get to work for the not to document the Constitution. When if you don't get business with you use, you're not going to be used to look up. Some of us have had the experience because I worked as a state councilman officer, and we work for government as a lawyer. The constitution is like a Bible to me. And I come back as a 2-year minister of justice. We advise government of the law. The constitution again is a representative of legal advice and what you do. So I'm very familiar with the document. But I think we should find a course who will be small at school and they teach me civic education. If we don't get civic education, we find an opportunity where the ordinary citizen follow what's in the. I remember when I was president of the Bar Association, I introduced a program on TV. Maybe Secretary remember, you and the law. When we took with the law, we took with the constitution. James Foller's said was on TV. The face of the law, we changed about the face of the law. We explain to people what in the law they got. The constitution we need to talk about. So I agree with you. People need to know what the constitution is, not only at the time of reform or at the time of amendment. They also talk about the results of the elections. In the reform bill when they try to introduce, they not deal with the issues of results management. Results management in an election is critical. We need to do something about that. There should be a whole section dealing with results management. If we don't deal with that inside the constitution, we need to revise the public election act to reduce all the areas of doubt we experience in 2023. Then we get the other concerned citizens from years. We say the parties are evil. I disagree. Parties are not evil. I'm not an evil man. And I'm not shameful for saying APC. You get people that are not correct in any system. But they're not evil. The parties will not be functional as much as we all want. That is why some of us are coming into politics. Because one corrects their measures away. One corrects their shortcomings away. One bringing the experiences we get. One bringing the experiences we don't get from overseas. How can we translate that for our people's benefit? You know, the day you complain, you don't get what you see and this and that. You don't get naturally you should say, this is my contribution. So just don't condemn. So let Kennedy Jones tell me what you can do for America, not what America can do for you. So no matter where you are, tell me what you don't do for Salone, not what you Salone will do for you. So let us all come on board. I left America in 2003. I came on purpose. Because I want to contribute. I want to come home and be part of the process. And I've not regretted. And I want to create a platform to encourage more of brothers and for because I know the pain that they go through. I know the hardship that you go through. I have been there. I have done that. We must create an opportunity for them to come and bring your expertise. Because it's only with that expertise that you're going to make significant change. I was in Ghana a few weeks back. I see the role of the diasporans in Ghana. I studied what they're doing. And I want that vision. And I'm working on it to see how we can influence our diasporan brothers to come in. The blame game will stop. Blame APC, blame SNPP. No, blame game will stop. Let us be ready and say, this is what we want to do for our country. And everybody has a role to play. It's not the party. You don't need to belong to a political party to stand up for your right. To get the color what of saying and corner let they don't go force and go, they are fine. You're not supposed for cause. You don't need for cause. Just talk. Make a comment. Fair comment. As you also. And they make me fair comment. And they cost nobody. I don't go around the radios and talk. Nobody knock on me. Because I talk within the confines of the law. If I see that the friends say if I talk the problem, then who will speak? If nobody not talk, they will all compromise. Then we all suffer. I will speak. Because I know how to talk within the confines of the law. But free speech is not absolute. So let us talk things that are necessary. Let us say things that will make change. Let us say things that will inform. And let us say things that will make, validate what we want for our people, what we want for our country. So having said that, I am proposing again, and let us work as a team. Let us work as a people. The divisions are too much. We have strength in unity. APC, SLPP, we don't need to look and see ourselves different. But let us start with the APC. For charity begins at home. Now, let us work come together. Because one thing, during the OAU, one single, they made a single of the leg. They say, Sierra Leone, now we all young. Who know we always said, for Sierra Leone. That was Dr. Long. I mean, enjoying that music with Dr. Long in his name. But it has always stuck in the mind that this country, I warn you, if we roll yourself, no problem. But if we roll yourself, it's just a population of plus or minus 8 million. We can do better for people. So thank you. A big thank you to all who said comments and the people. God bless you.
God bless you too. Thanks for come and can talk to Sierra Leoneans as people gather here tonight for listening to the wonderful message where you don't come past. But we say they tell people say not to for listen, just like when you sing the song of Dr. Olof. That's now waiting we need for do as Sierra Leoneans. Any side where you did make we all come together for build up Sierra Leone. Not for Alan and Corner. Will you send the voice, send the power, send the effort, send everything. Make we all come and build up Sierra Leone. Well, me and my brother, now this way we decide for give contribution. We say, now yeah, we sit down, give out the message, bring people in, make themselves give out the message. Well, waiting you self they do, waiting you self they bring to the table. We need everybody for make we push this country. Once again, thanks and thanks again.
All right, so and we wish you a very, 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 very good night. And also, we don't. This is a marathon. We don't get a long program, and we're happy that we get you inside the program. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people appreciate that. This is now we had the good, the bad, and the ugly. So now, so we self can sing that song. You go so and he sing Doctor Loyon. So we can go Skokunaya. But still, we appreciate your time and really look forward for another fruitful conversation with you. God bless you and we wish you all the best in what you do. All right. Okay, one more thing. And I'm now Joseph Fitz, Gerald Kamara. Tomorrow Wednesday, bye bye.
Of course, family members, them now here we don't reach, we know what's alone. Now here we dey stop. By God in power, hopefully tomorrow you dey begin forget your program. We be used forget Wednesday and Sunday. Let we blow we mind. The truth you get for say yeah. And it no matter what the truth you get for say. Try save the future.
Oh yeah,
The truth you get for say yeah. And it no matter what the truth you get for say. Come blow your mind. By God in power, tomorrow now Wednesday, then we can forget blow mind. Prepare. Forget your call. Blow your mind, and it will be heavy than before.
All right, so
Mina Kabla by Bure from the north.
okay, so I think now in that tomorrow by Golden Power, 3 p.m. saloon time, you will actually get a time for call and add your voice inside the program where we call Blow Mind. One more time, we just want for make say it come full time to you, and we hope for make it actually get the kind juice, the kind taste where you feel say if I actually get. So now in this so tomorrow by God in power blow mind they come to you and we hope for say the best day for you. Of course, we had a Spark Blow Mind program. So now Sabi already. So it left to you. You can talk about anything inside the program. So one more time, one for appreciate your time with we inside the show, and we do wish you all the best. God bless you, country Australian, where we call we are. Until then, we see you in the morning inside the program where we call Colores. And we do look forward for see how best we can pull out a new logo, but we will get for finalize the discussion on that, the new logo and other things. Then I think we don't test this studio for 1 now and we think everything okay. And we can see it will get again. Until then, see you in the morning inside the program where we call Colores. Bye bye. God bless you. Consistently, we call here.
They don't tell it like it was. So we must, so our children never live it. They chop the hands of babies before they learn to crawl. Pull unborn lives from their mothers, let blood answer the call. They burned us in our cars and houses, locked the doors, watched flames rise. Called us collaborators with no justice, killed us openly before our eyes. Stray bullets, intentional bullets, that was the rhythm of the day. Death didn't whisper, didn't warn us, it came and chose to stay. Never again.